Three. It's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is March 29th, 2018, and we got Black Star Definition playing right now in the background. I got the live version actually. My man Jason Osorio wanted me to play this joint. Very nice track. I love this track. It's got Talib Kweli, I think, on here as well. Excellent pick, my friend. Excellent pick. So I know everyone's sad and upset, man. We are getting hammered for sure. We are getting hammered today, and well below my trend line, though we can pop back above it, but I think we're so far from it. It's not looking good, people. Not looking good. So we'll take a look at that in a second as well. I really want to talk about this, just sentiment today, period, in the markets and where I see it. It's reminiscent to really a few years ago, 2015, late 14, 2000 into 15. It was nothing. The sentiment was, it feels just like it did then. So we'll talk about it a little bit after I read the article. But let's first take a look at the market cap. We'll take a look at my algo and my manual TA chart. So first, market cap is sitting at Shraggy 283 billion. We're under 300 million people, or billion. God, we're getting slammed. While we're getting slammed, guess what's going up? Bitcoin. Bitcoin's dominance is at 45.3%. Horrible. Red sea all over the place. I'm gonna be honest with you. I definitely thought we would hold the trend line for sure. I thought we would hold that trend line. We bounced off of it, nicely bounced off of it, and then we came back. I knew we would do a retest. Normally you do a retest. I told you guys that before. Any major support or trend line, you're going to test more than once. It's just normally how it goes. Second time we tested, it kind of bounced off of it again, but the bears came in and just swallowed us up. If you take a look at this here, you'll see what I mean. Like, so we hit that area and bounced right off of it, and the bulls couldn't take over, man. Couldn't get us back to the 8600 area. And then we came back down a second time. Bulls tried to take over again. Bears smacked us down a third time. Bears smacked us down, and then the bulls tried again. 3 times, you're out. And then after that, it was just downhill from there. So to be honest, you know, we've broken well below that trend line now. At this point, the only last saving grace is normally what I say will be the last trough area. You know, we call it 2 to the left, 2 to the right. And so what I'll do right now, just to let you guys keep a track on this, this is our last saving grace before we head lower to 6600. And guess what? I just did that line. We bounced right off of that. But I'm not too sure and confident we can continue upwards, because we broke that line there. So I'm not too sure here, people. But let's go ahead and take a look at my algo. Algo is still, I'm going to do a refresh just to make sure I'm pulling the correct data. Let it load. And yes, we are still long here, people. Still long. And I just want to make sure that oh, I can't change the. So yeah, we're still long. We're still long on the algo. It's right 60, almost 61% of the time, but that means that 40% of the time, or 39% of the time, it is wrong. So let's see what happens here. You know, we still have a buy signal though. I tweeted this morning where we were position wise. After that, we kind of moved down even further, I believe. So let's just keep an eye on it. But today's article is out of Bitcoin.com, and this goes to me the negative sentiment that we have in the markets today. I feel like again, I was saying at the beginning of the video, this is reminiscent of 2015, where I didn't have anything, like I feel like we don't have anything to look forward to that would be bullish on the fundamental side within cryptocurrency's ecosystem. So no news, in my opinion, at this point inside of the cryptocurrency sphere will cause us to move up. And so I think we just head further down or tread, we don't make newer highs at this point. The only thing I see changing that are external factors, external black swans, bond yields, the bond market crashing, equities continuing to go down, banks, sovereign debt, those types of things will only be our saving grace, and in my opinion, and I do still stick to my theory that we will see that this year. The only problem is we don't know when. So this article only illustrates the sentiment, in my opinion, for cryptos. So it says here, Massachusetts censures 5 ICO crypto startups in a single day. So it says crowdfunding in the United States is a most dangerous game. Massachusetts brought no fewer than 5 acts of censure on the same day this week. Censure is a formal legal settlement entered into. In this case, the crypto companies accused of financial law violations and usually involve a consent order to prevent further prosecution. Individual steps of compliance are mandated. Purported new ways to view television, money for cancer victims, kids entertainment, small investor pooling, and even a different take on finding freelance workers were impacted. Massachusetts slams 5 cryptocurrency companies on the same day. So it says here that across platforms, Sparkle, Pink Ribbon, MatterVest, and 18 Moons were all issued formal consent orders this week outlining their missteps and remedies they must take to avoid further prosecution. The near half-dozen orders came from Massachusetts Secretary of Commonwealth, and readers might recall he's on record at the height of last year's Bitcoin price run-up, likening the digital asset to a craze and disaster. And as far back as 2014, the state has been particularly unwelcoming to the currency's future. Its Office of Consumer Affairs and Business Regulation issued a public warning when just a record or a second Bitcoin ATM in the region was announced. So to me, man, I'm going to read a couple more of these paragraphs here, but I just wanted to say, to me, it's like they're pressing on the growth of cryptocurrency. So this doesn't mean that it's over or anything like that. This just means that the craze and mania of it will die down a little bit until we see new money come into the crypto sphere. And again, I don't see your regular Joe Schmo. I see them maybe putting a few dollars at it, but they saw it go from 20,000 on down, and most people, most novice investors, buy at the high and sell at the low. So those aren't the types of individuals that see this as a buying opportunity. It's going to have to be smart money, and to me, smart money will only come in when they're forced to come in. And again, my thesis is that will happen this year. So we'll have to just sit tight and see. But that's kind of my take on the cryptocurrency community at the moment. So it says here, finally, Sparkle, also known as Librarium, initiated a hybrid software as a service licensed marketplace and freelance platform. According to the company, Librarium provides an on-demand digital workforce for businesses. As a hybrid between a SaaS marketplace and a freelancing platform, Librium connects markets of oversupply to markets of undersupply. Librium empowers digital businesses, service providers, and workers. None of the companies admitted guilt, it says here. So I'll leave the link so you guys can read the full article in detail and kind of give me your feedback on this, because again, I think I saw a few other articles this week as well, just kind of bearish news on cryptocurrencies and going attacking a lot of these companies that are starting up in the space. So at least in the United States, you're going to see huge challenges and hurdles we have to get over this year. And from price perspective, I think we won't see any real huge moves up until we see some smart money come into the game. That's my 2 Satoshis for today, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you like and subscribe, and definitely, if you are already a subscriber, please click that bell, or make sure that you've already clicked that bell. That's most important. Sometimes they'll unclick it. That's pretty much it for today, people. Make sure you comment. I want to know what you guys feel about this market and its sentiment. It's ill will right now for sure. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out. Yeah.